Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today I would like to invite you to play with me. I'm experimenting with these two paints. Now these are the same brand as I normally use for my acrylic paints, the Reeves, and they've repackaged it. It no longer actually says Fine Artist Acrylic, but it is not the intro. This is the better quality version of the Reeves paint. The intro paint is definitely a cheaper, it is cheaper, and it is definitely cheaper and doesn't give such a great result when pouring. But these two are fluorescent colours, and let me just show you this pink compared to my standard crimson red. It is very pink. Very pink. Not a colour I would normally choose. I've seen it hanging on the rack for quite a while now, and I'm like, no, pink, gross. And anyway, I've been asking questions about how to make a really yummy purple, and this kept saying to me, "Hi, can I come play? Hi, can I come play?" And I was like, okay, you can come play. And so I grabbed the blue as well. I thought, well, if we're going to try one, may as well try the other. So today I'm just going to do a bit of a test. I've got the fluorescent pink, the fluorescent blue. I've got some Reeves white and some Reeves Mars black. Not going to use much of that, just a drip. And I've also got some of the Reeves silver mixed up here. And I'm just going to do a test pour. Now, this is something I highly recommend you guys do when you pick up a new paint, is play with it. Try it out. See what it does. See how it interacts with the paints you already use. Like I've only recently mixed this up, so it's still got air bubbles in the pink. I don't know if you can actually see those. Let's see if we can get that. It's still got air bubbles in there, and I tend to get that with yellow as well. And I don't know whether it's just because it's light enough and I can actually see them, but the blue is also doing it. And just, there's no wrongness in having, that's thicker, there's no wrongness in having air bubbles in your paint. You just need to be aware that they do actually affect not just the end result. If you don't get them out, they can leave little divots in your paint, but also if you've got a big enough one, when you tilt, that can actually affect how it pulls, how the paint pulls across the canvas. So, as I say, I've only just mixed this up. Given overnight, those might come out. I find that yellow doesn't tend to let go of its cells quite as much. So, all my paints I just mix with Floetrol and water. It's pretty much roughly 2 parts paint to 1 part Floetrol, but sometimes depending on the paint I get the awareness I need a bit more Floetrol, so it might become 2 to 1.5. So that would be 4 to 3, whatever that looks like, and then just water till it's runny enough. Runny enough is a personal choice. Different paints take different amounts of water. Please know these are a heavy body paint, or considered as, although these ones are definitely thinner. You know, when you squeeze it out of the tube, it goes bloop and sits there and doesn't change shape. That's called a heavy body paint. If it sits there and then becomes a puddle, that's more of a craft paint and requires less thinning. But also know that it's already been thinned, so you've probably got less colour particles in there to start with. So the more you thin it, the less colour you're going to have. This is just the lid off the end of the tubes. Look, when you're throwing the tubes away, take the lids off and use them to prop up your painting. I mean, many of us use push pins in the back of the paintings as well, these things. I've got so many paintings sitting waiting to be varnished. They've all still got their push pins in, and I've run out of push pins. So I also use my little tuna tins that I've got these paints mixed in to sit them on as well. So it's up to you. These lids work well. Recycle, guys. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the silicone just in the blue and the pink. I think there might be some already in the silver, so just so that you know that that's there. It may come through, but there's definitely none in the Mars Black or the white. I don't tend to put that in there. And there's probably about 2 to 3 fluid ounces or 60 to 90 mils of paint in here, and I just put 3 drops of silicone. Don't stir it too much, otherwise the drops get far too thin and you don't get decent cells. And I'm just going to do a flip cup. Flip cup to me is a really good way to test what's going on with a paint, because you pour from up high. Let me show you. So I've got a tin. I know that roughly one of these tins will cover an 8x8 canvas. So that's just something that I've learnt from experience. So I'm going to put some white in the bottom of there, and then what I want to do is actually see how each of these colours interact with each other. So I want to see how the blue interacts with the pink, but also with the white. Alright, so let's use up my silver. And you see I'm pouring it up from quite up high. I'm not just pouring nice and gently in. I'm pouring it from up high, and that for a flip cup is great in that it will cause the paint to push down through the layers and interact. Let's zoom in a bit so you can see what's happening in there. Immediately I can see like a shadowing. I don't know if you guys can see that. And that's where the pink is spreading out over on top of the white, which tells me that the pink is definitely a lot lighter and will float more. And let's see, just going to put a small amount of black in. Don't want it to take over. And then I'm going to go around and do another layer of everything except the silver and the black. From nice and high. Alright. Yeah. Right, let's zoom you back out again. Oh, let me just show you that. Can you see? The silicone is coming up through the layers. So we do have some silicone growth happening, which is great. And a flip cup is literally where you put your canvas on top and you flip the cup over. If you're really quick, you can just go flip, but if you're using something that you can actually flip, if you're using something that allows you to do that, please try it this way first. So just going to let that all sort of drip down off the top, and pull back. So I've definitely got some silicone showing up already. Got a little caterpillar there. And just get some paint on those corners. Where there's paint, the other paint will run faster and will actually go there. If there is no paint on the corners, you can end up having it just dripping off the sides before it even gets to the corners. But of course that's what a corner catch is for. But this is also a way that you can encourage the paint. Right, it's sitting there quite nicely. Quite liking that. Let's have a look and see what the torch does. So the torch is used to pop air bubbles, which is very needed with this paint. But it also warms the paint and invites the silicone to float, because oil floats on water. This is water-based paint and the silicone is oil. So actually the one I use is dimethicone. It's a personal lubricant. It's called Durex Play Perfect Glide, and it is 100% dimethicone. Ingredients list is dimethicone. So if you're looking to play with what I play with, that's where I head. I can get it from the supermarket or chemist. So just stretching those colours out. I'm gonna grab a corner catcher for you. All a corner catcher is, guys, is a piece of cardboard. This is part of my cereal box. You fold it to give you a corner, and then you pop that corner there so that when you tilt, instead of the paint running off the sides, it has to stay on the canvas, and just like that. Oops, fell off my corner. Alright, and then I'm going to just move that round. Somebody just pulled down my driveway. I don't know who they are. Don't recognise the car. Getting some really yummy big cells. It's awesome. And just gonna take it to that one last corner. Where's all my colour gone? The black has risen as grey. We've got some pretty cool cells in there. A giant great lump. Get rid of that. Let's brighten that up a bit for you. Here we go. And let's just torch that up again and see what shows up. There's some more cells, silicone coming. See all those little air bubbles that are popping, and that's, as I was talking about before, it's got that silicone, so the air bubbles trapped in the air. Fun, fun, fun. Definitely fun. Let me get you down and show you. Ooh, it goes quite dark when I do that. Sorry guys. Let me get you down and show you what I've got. Okay. Let's just have a look. A looky, looky, looky. I am quite liking the purple that's being created with these two mixing together. Some fun cells. Look at this. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at those. Awesome. Right, well I don't like that white stripe through the middle, so I'm going to add something in there. So let me put you back up on the top and let's see what I can create in there. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is just pour a little bit of blue and a bit more pink, and my gorgeous husband comes home with a clangy truck, and give those a bit of a stir, and that will give me a bit more of an indication of the purple. Hey handsome. And just a couple of little ribbons through there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where's my torch gone? I put it down somewhere and now I've lost it. Oh my goodness, I put it away. That's terrible. That's interesting. Now this is the tin that I did the original flip cup with, and I'm just gonna follow the curve and laying down just a stream. If you're going to do ribbons, I highly recommend you start them running out of paint off the canvas, and then so that the blob that, you know, when you're pouring paint, the blob that comes out first is really big, and then you get this lovely stream. Even when I do this, and you get that big blob, and then you get a lovely stream coming behind it. Same deal with this. You guys can't see that very well, can you? Let's have a look. So even though I put the colour in the blue and the blue and the pink, I haven't got that much cells in that blue and pink strip, but in, once I poured in what was left in the other tin, you can see there's some very funky stuff happening with that. So I'm just going to leave this to dry, guys, and see what shows up. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible? I'm quite tempted to do another one without the black, because it's kind of taken over, as I said it would. Yeah. Do I like it enough to keep it, or do I want to play some more? I want to play some more. I'm loving it. Alright, now I'm going to leave it. Let me just zoom in and show you what's happened on those. Got some fun cells happening on those little bits that I've pulled out. Giving it some extra dimension and texture. And I'm so looking forward to seeing how they dry. So, there we are. I'll be back in your time in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this has come out really, really darker than I had expected. Now that I have the pots all dried on the tops as well, they've definitely dried a lot darker. The pink's definitely got that fluoro-ness, but the blue, I'm not seeing a fluoro-ness here. But they are very funky. I like the purple. I definitely like the purple. The pink kind of disappears a little bit, although it's got a few spots where it's quite intense. And the blue kind of reminds me of a slightly lighter phthalo blue. So that's exciting. I like phthalo blue. So I think I will be definitely incorporating the purple. I'm not so sure about pink. I'm not a big fan of pink. And so it's funky. I like the overall composition. I'm very happy with it. So there we go. How's it get any better than that? Always fun playing with new paints and new possibilities. So guys, I just wanted to let you know about a couple of things going on at the moment. In 2 days time I will be doing a class to celebrate the 20,000 subscriber mark, and I've taken I've had this huge increase in subscribers, and welcome to you all. I'm so glad you've joined us. But with the painting that I did with the dipping, I've overshot that 20,000 very quickly. We're up to 25,000 already, so welcome all of the new subscribers. And to celebrate the 20,000 subscriber mark, I'm doing a class on how to price your work. This incorporates my love for art with my access consciousness life facilitation work that I do. So it's not going to be a painting class. It is going to be a clearing your points of view around money and your value and your art's value, or whatever you do's value, and giving you tools on how to choose the prices that work for you and for your work, to create the greatest in the world. So if you want to come and join me on this, it's free. Check out this URL and come play. That is 2 days from today. And what else is possible? What else can we play with? The birthday month is coming to the end. I am going to be doing another live stream before the end of the month. And so check out, see if there's any deals left up on the birthday URL. And if you want to know when I'm going live, sign up there. So sorry about all of those filling you all in, but just pause the video, write them down, and come and play. What else is possible, guys? And how much more fun can we have? I adore you all, and I will see you very soon with another video, and as I say, going live super soon. Bye bye.